Good day, everyone. My name is Mr. Omo Godwin. Wow, I'm so excited to reach you on this platform. I want to advise that we should take cognizance of what the health experts have been telling us, that we should wash our hands this period. Our hygiene should be in topmost form. Please ensure that you don't go outside except it is necessary. All right. Having said that, we'll be considering a subject and a topic today, RNV social studies, and we'll be treating the topic gender discrimination. Gender discrimination. My name is Mr. Omo Godwin. I'll be taking this class. Please take your writing materials, take your pen, and put down one or two things that you need to. I promise it's going to be interesting and fun all the way. All right, so let's get started. Gender discrimination. What is gender discrimination? Yeah, what's gender discrimination? Gender discrimination, it is any action that specifically denies opportunities or privilege or rewards to a person or a group of persons because of their gender. What this means is that sometimes people will refuse to dish out awards or opportunity to certain individual because of their gender. Gender here refers to whether they are a male or a female. In this context, perhaps whether a boy or a girl. So it is a practice. It is what people do. A practice, and they say, oh, we cannot give it to him. For example, say, oh, the head boy is always a boy. We know the head girl is a girl. But someone can say, we can't make you the head boy because you are not a boy. That's quite funny though. Gender discrimination. Some other person will say, why should a lady become our president? It is not done. So it is a practice of a person's gender becoming a factor when deciding who receives a job or a promotion. So when people sit down and say, no, the leader of this organization cannot be a woman, never. That is gender discrimination. And it is a bad practice. When someone says, oh, we cannot give you this position just because you are a boy or a girl, it is gender discrimination. So, summing up, it means when someone treats you differently, unfairly, or worse because of your age. It could be your religion, it could be your beliefs, it could be your race, it could be your skin color, or wherever you are born, or your sexuality, basically your sexuality, because you are a boy or a girl. So they are giving you a special kind of treatment, a treatment in this context usually not favorable. So that is what gender discrimination entails. So before we leave this slide, I would like you to remember that gender discrimination is an act that specifically denies opportunities or privileges to a person because of their gender. Now, below are some examples of gender discriminations. For example, in the case of hiring, when you want to hire somebody, they say, oh, who is coming in? Please come in with your credential, and they discover, she's a girl. It's a boy, we can't give this part to you. Although he may be qualified, but they will not give him the part. Why? Because it's just particular because of the gender. Say he's a girl, we can't give it to her. He's a boy, we can't give it to her. So in an instances of when they're hiring people, when they want to take people for job, people consider their gender sometimes. And when they do that, it is gender discrimination. Also firing. When you want to fire persons or people in a group, say, hey, leave all the boys. Let's fire all the girls. We don't need them. Also, when you want to promote someone because of their gender, so those things will come up. These are examples of gender discrimination. Hiring and firing, promotion when it is time. And because of gender, some people can be denied their promotion. Now, this chart here explains what it looks like. You can see the lady in the corporate wear and also the guy in the corporate wear. They just pick that guy up and say, hey, you come over. And the girl was like, what? I think I should be the one. Maybe she's even qualified. Who knows? But if she's qualified and they took the man over the woman, it is gender discrimination, discriminating the female gender. and it is not good. So let's move forward as we are learning. So climbing the ladder, sometimes it's difficult, not because people are not prepared, but rather because of the agenda. Real life scenario, there are a lot of real life experiences, like there are so many instances where they don't like women becoming leaders. There are so many countries they will never, for example, look at your country, Nigeria. Let's take it home. Nigeria, for example, someone say, oh, there is never a way a woman can be our president. Why? You can't imagine that. So there is never a way a woman can be a president. Or boys, what do you think? Hello, what do you think? What do you think? Is there a time a woman can be a president of Nigeria? Oh, there you go. You see what I'm saying? You also have that thought. So why can't a woman lead? That is gender discrimination. So does it have effects? Gender discrimination. Do we have effect of gender? What's going to happen anyway if, for example, I am a particular position and I have not been given such position? What's going to happen to me? How do I feel? How does it affect my person? Yep. Number one, it can decrease your productivity. It decreases productivity in an organization. When people feel, or when they know they should have been given certain privileges and they are not given to them, okay, and they will just back out, and they may be there, but guess what? They will not put in their best. Productivity level will reduce. The people will not feel welcome or among. They're like, oh, okay, I'm supposed to be up the ladder now, but because you didn't make me one of your top shots, I'm not going to give you my best. You see them coming to work late. You see them working not with their whole heart. They don't want to do anything that will stress them just because of gender discrimination. So one of the effects is that it will decrease in productivity. It will decrease in productivity. You will not give in your best because you feel sidelined. You feel they have taken you to another part. You feel that they have thrown you outside, although you are in, but they see that you are not important to them. All right. Number one, you will not work well. Those people will not work with their all. They won't put all in all. So their production level will definitely decrease. And guess what? There's a maxim I know. They say one for all and all for one. So if it affects one, it's definitely going to affect all the individual in that company. So if the box rests on your table and you're not doing better, it's affecting the company at large. So number one effect of gender discrimination is decrease in productivity. Okay. Number two, we have isolation from the rest of the team. Yes, isolation from the rest of the team. This is also very painful when people feel sidelined or when they feel that they are not wanted in an organization. Or for example, let's bring it home again. During break, and when the bell goes for break and you feel like, oh, my friends, they don't want me in their pair just because I'm a girl, my classmates, all the boys, I want to mingle with them. They say, no. And when it's break, you don't have anybody to play with. You are alone. You isolate yourself. Those people that don't come around people is because perhaps they feel that they look down on them on their gender qualification. Because I'm a girl, oh, all right, no problem. So I'm going to just stay on my own. Let me stay on my own. I don't want anybody's problem. I'm going to stay on my own. So they feel not welcome. They isolate themselves. Isolation means when you stay on your own from the rest of the team. You are on your own, and guess what? You need team effort to put out the best. Just like football, we have 11 players on the pitch. If you isolate yourself, you're not going to put in your best, and the team definitely productivity-wise, they will not come out on top. So it will lead to isolation. It will lead to isolation. You will not mingle with people. They can't go around their friends. They are always alone. They feel not wanted. They feel they are not welcome in such organization. So what happens? They stay alone. They stay aloof from the rest of the team. Number 3, we have low self-esteem. Wow. They have low self-esteem. Number 1, we said decrease in productivity. Their productivity level will be very low. Number 2, we said they will isolate themselves from the rest of the team. Number 3 is that they have low self-esteem. They are not proud. They can't raise their head up high. Oh, they are feeling so sad. They're just looking down and, oh, I am not the best. You hear them say such word. I'm not the best. I don't think I can make it. Oh, look at them. They are better than me. Your self-esteem is very, very low. They have very, very low self-esteem. Such people, they don't come out and say, oh, I want to participate. I want to do this. Let me contribute. Let me share my own quota. So because they have this issue of gender discrimination, it will lead to low self-esteem. Low self-esteem. Then the last one on the slide here, it also leads to fear and frustration. Fear, frustration, or anger. They are frustrated. They are afraid. They are afraid because they don't know what next is going to come up. Because they don't know what's going to happen to them. They are not sure of the next move. They don't know what to do. And if you bust into them, because of what they have been through, or what they have gone through, they'll just flare up. And they can just flare up and anger will burst out and frustration. They are tired. It's not because of nothing, but because they have this issue of gender discrimination. These are the effects, the overall effect of gender discrimination. So all these are very, very important to note, worthy to note. Don't do it to anyone around you. Don't treat people because of their gender. You are educated. That's why we are bringing this topic up. You're educated. So don't treat people because of their gender. All right, now look at the chart. You can see all guys, just one side of the class or in an office, and the girl or the lady, she just left to herself. Look at them. Every mark in my slide, how it say. She was like, what? That's an exclamation mark. Wow. What? Look at the guys there. On the left side of the slide, they're all smiling and chatting and happy. But the lady over there, she's feeling sad. She's not feeling welcome. Like she's not in their clique. She's not in their league. Frustration is written all over her face. Now you don't want to go close to that person and say, hey, can you give me your pen? You wonder what she's going to do. She's going to burst in anger because you guys have already sidelined her. So these are effects of gender discrimination. Okay, so how do we handle gender discrimination? Is it something that is happening to you now, or perhaps you are doing it to people you have to stop? So there's a way to go about it. How do we handle gender discrimination? Number one, report to relevant authorities. Yep, report to relevant authority. If you're at home and you feel someone is doing this to you because you're a girl or in your neighborhood, you can report to authority. Authority around your neighborhood could be your parents. Yep, be your parents. You can tell your dad or your mom, this is what I'm going through, ma. So this is what I'm facing. I don't know why this person keep treating me this way, or this group of people, they are treating me this way. You report to the relevant authorities. Number two, you can stay focused on your strengths. Before we go to that one, also in school, if you feel you have this issue going on, you know the authorities in the school, the HM, the HOS, your HODs, you can tell your class teacher also. And say, sir, ma, this is what I'm going through. I feel I am being sidelined. They don't want me in the class. They're not treating me well because I'm a girl. Okay? Because I'm a boy. They don't want me to be part of the clique. So number one, you can report to those authorities. Number two, focus on your strengths. Instead of looking down on yourself, look at the bright side. Yep. Look at the bright side. You can look at yourself and say, wow, there are things I can do. Instead of me to look at the things that I can do, there are things I can handle instead of looking at the things that I cannot handle. So you can focus on your strengths. Look at those abilities that you have that are popping up in you. Don't let it die down. Don't tie your talents. Don't bury them. You can push them up. Okay? You can push them up. Focus on your strength. Focus on your ability. Focus on the qualities that you have that has kept you so far. So instead of looking at the rejection, frustration, anger, those things that are not good, look at the bright side. Number three, you can seek support systems. Yeah, this can be, for example, if you're in a church setting, or also in a school, support system can come from counseling. Yeah, we have people that can counsel you, can tell them, they'll call you and say, oh, don't worry, this is how you can go about it. They'll give you good advice. And don't dwell on what you have heard. Don't dwell. Someone can come out and say, you are a girl. You can never beat the boys in the class. You'll be the lowest person in the class because you are a girl. Or someone could have said, you can never become a president, or you can't amount to anything just because of your gender. So that is not the best. In Africa, boys, let me tell you, in Africa, they always say the women education is always in the kitchen. But today the story has turned. It doesn't end in the kitchen. The women are taking giant strides. They are doing great things. These days, women are becoming presidents. We are seeing it everywhere. In Argentina, we are seeing women leading the folks. So it is not only in Africa. Everywhere, people are taking steps to curb gender discrimination. And mind you, it is important to note that they say what a man can do, a woman can do even better. All right, so before we wrap up for the day, we would like you to have this quote of the day. My quote of the day is this: equality is the soul of liberty. There is in fact no liberty without equality. Yep, that means in the eyes of God, we are all equal. Equality is the soul of liberty. And remember this: gender discrimination is not the best. Don't discriminate because of gender. Don't look down on anybody because of their color, their skin type, their age, and their gender, that's their sexuality. Because they're a boy, because they're a girl. No, I don't encourage that. That's what this lesson is teaching us today. So we have taught ourselves today about what gender discrimination is, the effect of gender discrimination. We have also said the people we can meet that will help us the way out of gender discrimination. And also remember this quote, please. Equality is the soul of liberty. There is in fact no liberty without it. And I'll add to it, please, whatever a man can do, a woman can also do it better. So thank you for listening and thank you for your time. I really trust you had a wonderful time, and I am sure you have learned one or two things today from this lesson. It's going to be a wonderful time here. We are trying to bring education down to you at home. Please be safe. Do wash your hand. Heed to the experts' advice. And if you don't have to go outside your house, please stay indoors. Thank you very much. From this side, it is me, Mr. Omo Godwin, saying bye-bye.